Hello, I'm Justin J. Malabay and this is ReviewBuddy, an Android flashcard application built using Kotlin. The project demonstrates professional mobile development using the MVP architectural pattern. I'll walk through with the code structure and explain how the system works. Students need an effective way to organize and study flashcard materials. ReviewBuddy solves this by providing a centralized platform where the user can create study decks, manage flashcards, and engage in interactive study sessions. The app stores all data locally in the device with complete user data isolation, allowing multiple users to share the same phone securely. Okay, so let's start with the app demonstration. First, since I don't have an account yet, let's create an account. Let's name this Justin 1234. Justin Malabay at CIT Edu. For the password, let's make it simple. 1234. Let's make it 1234. And then the username was Justin 1234. Password was 1234. And now it goes to the dashboard tab or the home. So in the dashboard, you can see the My Study Decks. It acts like a recent here. It only shows like 4 cards or decks. When you search something, it just gets that specific decks from all of the decks. First, let's create a card or a deck. So let's name this 1, 5. It won't add into the recent since I didn't click on it. I add that functionality because it can get so frustrating sometimes when you add a deck but it gets overridden here or put in the recents even if you don't want it to. So let's press 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it shows here the 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 decks. But when I search 5, it shows here. Yeah, I can search for the number 5 and then I can go and put some cards in the decks. Example this, let's put this name is Kurt. My name is Kurt. So let's act like I am a different person and I don't know my favorite food. So okay, favorite food. Oh, I don't know. So let's click. Oh, it's menudo. So I don't know it yet. So I'll put it into needs review. Then my name is Kurt, and then got it. Age is 20, got it, and it comes back. That is because we put it back to the queue after we press the needs review. So let's press got it, and it will finish. Since we finished that, we mastered 3 cards in total, like those 3 cards, and it also shows a total of 5 study decks in the statistics here. And then when we press decks, we can also create another folder. Let's name this numbered folder. So a folder is here, but it won't really show up if you don't put something in the folder. So let's try to put this folder together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's press the folder button. Numbered folder. That's how you do it. You just press that. Then it shows up here. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also create a folder, test folder. This will be the test folder. Create a new one. Let's name it test. Since we added a deck here, it should show up here since it contains a deck, so that it won't really take up too much of a space here when you just create some blank folders. And then when you hold this, as you can see earlier, when you hold this multi-select, you can delete multiple decks and you press delete, or you can just edit them. Yep, you can bulk rename decks into test or something, and it will turn into test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, test 6, and that's good. And multi-select again, you can just press delete for all of them. Delete 6 decks. Look at this, it deletes them, and then also the folders. Since the folders became empty, it automatically deletes all the folders. I added that functionality so that it won't take up too much of a space. And then you can see the user profile here. It contains the basic account details such as the username, email address, full name, and the course. And another function here is you can add a profile picture. Here, let's put Ethan for example, and yeah, that's the profile picture. Hey, this is now set as Ethan, and that's all. And we can now log out to our app. Now, with the project directory, the code is organized using vertical slicing. Each feature, the login, dashboard, study, is a self-contained module with its own view presenter, model, and contract. This keeps the code organized and maintainable. And let's start with the login feature. And the login contract? The contract is an interface that defines the contract between the view and the presenter. It specifies what each component can do, like shown in the code in the screen. And for the login activity, this is the view layer. The activity displays the UI, captures the user input from the login button, and then it delegates to the presenter. It doesn't contain any business logics at all. And now here comes the login presenter. The presenter acts as the coordinator. It receives user actions from the view, calls the model to execute business logic, and instructs the view what to display based on the result. Now, with the login model. The model contains the business logic for all of them. It validates credentials by consulting to the user repository. The model is completely independent from the UI layer. So with data persistence, user repository, the repository handles the data persistence. User data is serialized into JSON and then stored into the shared preferences. Each user record is indexed by username for secure access. For multiple user data isolation, the deck repository, this is a critical feature for the app for multiple user support. Every operation checks whether the login user has changed. If a different user logs in, repository automatically reloads the correct dataset from the shared preferences. This ensures complete data isolation. For example, user A dex remains invisible to user B, and vice versa. For the dashboard and study, the dashboard presenter sorts all the decks with pinned decks first, followed by recently accessed decks. This pattern repeats throughout the application. The study presenter study model. The study feature demonstrates the same MVP pattern. The presenter manages the study session flow, while the model handles the card queue management. When the student marks got it, the card is removed. And then when the student marks they need to review it, the card returns to the end of the queue. The deck detail presenter, card management, follows the same architectural pattern. Input validation occurs in the presenter layer while the model executes the operations. So here are the architectural advantages for this app that I made. First is the separation of concerns. The view handles the UI, the presenter coordinates the logic, and then the model executes the business operations. Each layer has a single well-defined responsibility. And for the data isolation, the repository pattern ensures each user data is completely isolated and protected. And for the testability, business logic lives in models and presenters, not in activities. This makes unit testing straightforward without requiring the entire Android framework. For its maintainability, it changes from one feature doesn't affect the others. The vertical slicing approach keeps related code together. And for its scalability, new features follow established pattern. Contract, activity, presenter, then model. Consistency across the codebase makes scaling predictable. And for the technology stack on this app, Kotlin for modern expressive syntax, shared preferences with JSON for local data serialization, and then the MVP architectural pattern for clean code organization, and the material design for professional UI UX. ReviewBuddy demonstrates how professional Android applications are structured. The combination of MVP patterns with vertical slicing creates maintainable, testable, and scalable code. The explicit handling of multi-user scenarios shows attention to real-world applications. Thank you.